Whatever way you're using flashcards to practice whatever language you're learning, cut it out, dead it. We're changing that today. Let's get into it. Hola, buenos, me llamo daljiimarax. If you are new here, bienvenidos. On this channel, we're learning Spanish together. Yeah, you heard it right. I don't know this language either. Alright, so when you're learning a language and you use flashcards, what do? You put the Spanish version of the word on one side and then the English version on the other side, and then you memorize those. That's cute, but you didn't retain that. You just memorized it when the flashcards are in front of your face. We need to be able to know these words so that we can have conversations and read them and understand them when we hear them, right? Okay? So this is what we're going to do. But don't take it personal, because I used to do that too, and then I realized this is a waste of my time. I'm not actually learning any Spanish. Alright, this is what I found is the best way to do it, actually. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the Spanish version of the word on one side of the flashcard and a sentence using the verb on the other side. However, we're going to use it in the conjugated form that we use the most or hear the most, because we're going to be able to retain it since the verb in that conjugated form is much more familiar. You're not following me? Let's get it. Alright, a verb I use all the time, hear all the time, seguir, which means to follow. Now, just understanding that seguir in English is to follow, to continue, that doesn't mean anything. Like, it doesn't register as anything. It doesn't become a part of my natural vocabulary that way. But when I put it in a sentence, in the way that I see that verb conjugated often in a specific type of conversation, that's how I retain it. For example, the two sentences I wrote on the other side of the flashcard are sígame en Instagram. I automatically know that means follow me on Instagram. One, I'm on social media just like every other young person. Two, I understood it in the context of the sentence. Oh, you're probably telling somebody to follow you on Instagram, because I usually see somebody say that, have this sentence written down in a caption on another social media platform. So I'm like, oh, seguir, sígame. Boom. The second one is siga las indicaciones, which means follow the directions. So if you're, asking somebody directions and they say siga, they're telling you to go this way, do that. They're talking to you. So I understand that if I hear that and I'm asking somebody for directions, boom, sigue. Now I know how to use sigue. I don't need to know that it's just to follow in Spanish. The context of the conversation will help me understand that. You're not following it? Okay, I got you. Everybody know this one, tener, to have. Okay, so this is the thing about tener. This is probably the first, outside of soy and estar, verb that you're going to memorize, because you hear tienes or tenemos probably a lot. Okay, so the sentences I wrote that helped me understand the word tener in its different forms, or no tengo bastante tiempo. I don't have enough time. Okay, you talking to somebody, oh, do this, no tengo bastante tiempo. Okay, no tengo, I don't have time. Me. Tengo is always you talking about yourself, because it's the yo form, and we know how to conjugate the different verbs in Spanish. We know yo, tu, usted, you get what I'm saying. Second one, tienes que comprar esto. You have to buy this. Okay, if you raving on your influencer stuff. Tengo un loción para mi, ¿cómo se dice face? Oh, I don't know how to say face. I forgot how to say face. Tienes que comprar esto. Okay, so it's like me understanding it in those contexts. I'm able to retain tienes and tengo. You still not following? Okay. Then we have poner. This one has recently been popping up a lot in the content that I'm watching, because I'm watching a lot of like makeup tours and makeup and like skincare routines in Spanish. So I always see poner, but I don't see it in that form. I do see it in this form. Por ejemplo, me pongo loción por todo el cuerpo después de una ducha. So I put on lotion after a shower. Pongo is me. I'm putting this on. I'm rubbing it in. But if you were to just learn poner means to put, I'm pretty sure you're automatically going to be put something down. It wouldn't register to put something on you. Like how you're applying something. And that's what I'm saying. This is why it's important to learn these verbs and sentences and not just by themselves standalone. That's not going to register or mean anything to you. But when I already knew poner, but when I saw somebody use pongo, I was like, oh, that makes sense. That's how you use that word. You don't just use it, I put something away. I put this on this table. You can use it to refer to yourself, like poner, where it's to drink or to take. But you wouldn't think to use it in this type of situation. Por ejemplo, Me tomo un año aprender español. It took me 1 year to learn Spanish, which I'm not fluent, but I haven't been this consistent with this language in forever, ever, the whole time I've been trying to learn it. But you see how I'm talking about, like, I'm not necessarily, tomar, if you translate it in English, is to take or to drink something, but I'm pretty sure you are meaning, if you think that in your head and you're practicing it like that on the flashcards, you literally are probably thinking to take something and not, I don't even know what you would call this. I took a language. I took, like, you know what I mean? Like, you would probably think to physically grab something from someone, and that's not what it means. This is why I'm telling y'all, do the way you've been learning new verbs, throw it away and do it my way, okay? Take the verb that you're mostly using and write it in at least 2 different versions of how you're normally seeing it or speaking it. You got the verb down pat. Now you know in any conversation, whether it's past, present, or future tense. You got it. You figured it out. Taking, took, tooked, all the versions, okay?